Welcome to ITSW2334 Week 2. We're going to head on into exploring the assignments this week. So let's get started. Every week you want to start in learning modules. And in learning modules, this week you want to go to Module 2. There's a read component, a view component, a discuss, and assess. Let's get started. We click on the Module 2 title, and that takes us to an overview and an explanation of this week's expectations. We can scroll down and see the view. We're supposed to watch a video here. It pops us over to YouTube. And then we go to the discuss. This week in discuss, we're asked to explore some of the experiences we've had with spreadsheets. You click on the title with discuss. You click create thread. You put your name and a title. Then you greet the person or the group you're talking to, write at least 100 words, sign your name, and at the end you hit submit for your draft to be posted. You're also responsible to replying back to 2 more teammates. So make sure that you make at least 3 postings each week. And in those 3 postings that you write at least 100 words. After you've read what you're supposed to read and you've viewed your movie and you've discussed, it's time to head on over to My IT Lab and assess. The reading is also in My IT Lab, and to get there, we're going to go to the link on the left side of the course and jump out into My IT Lab. We click My IT Lab course home, which makes us leave Blackboard and head on over to Pearson, and we go into course materials. Once we're in course materials, you will see a layout for the entire semester. This week, we're in Excel Chapter 1. If you need to see the whole textbook, it's available here once you've purchased your code or you have your 14-day free trial. But the book's also chopped up and supported here in each link. This week we're in Excel Chapter 1, Introduction to Excel. Student Resources provides us with the e-textbook, and so we can click there and we can go to the e-textbook site, and the textbook opens up for us and we can navigate between Chapter 1 and the other chapters. This week we're focused on Chapter 1, Introduction to Excel. We can minus to make it more readable on our screen, and we have page 83 to page 156 for Chapter 1. Now, going back to our course materials and heading back into the beginning of Chapter 1, we also want to see what else is expected of us this week, and that's located under Excel Chapter 1 assignments. In Excel Chapter 1 assignments, we have a simulated training, a grader project, and a quiz. The grader project and the quiz have multiple attempts, as well does the simulated training. Make sure when you go into the simulated training, consider using Google Browser as your browser first time, and if not, try Mozilla Firefox, which we happen to be using today. Make sure you enable pop-ups or cookies, and this will make the environment work better for you. At this point in time, we're in a training environment, and you are asked to do what is said in the blue and do that on the simulated Excel. You're actually in a simulated environment here, not really in the software itself. If you're struggling trying to understand these instructions, over here in Learning Aids is a read how to do it, a watch how to do it, and a practice. The watch is exactly like our simulated videos. It gives us a video of an instructor walking through the assignment and showing us how to use that assignment. You can then exit back out and go and attempt the assignment yourself. There's 27 questions. You earn 100 points for doing this simulated training each week, and this is a great place to start. Reading the textbook helps too, but interacting with the simulated environment promotes success on the grader projects and the quiz. I would suggest doing the simulated training first. I would actually read the chapter and do the end of chapter quiz second. This is a multiple choice quiz. It's just confirming that you have indeed done the reading. And then the grader project last. The grader project has 3 attempts, and we'll introduce some of this in class, but I wanted you to kind of see how it works here. We go to the grader project and we're asked to download files. Notice there are 2 files to download. You can download both files in a zip file, or you can choose to download one at a time. One of the things I look at doing is I download the instructions and I go ahead and make a file folder on my computer. You do what works for you. This week we're doing author royalties, and I would go File, Save As, make myself a folder in my area that I keep my class in. And so I'm going to call this folder Excel Chapter 1. You may do as you wish. I'm going to go ahead and save my instructions here. And notice the instructions are 2 pages long. You can print them if you choose or not. And then the next file to save is actually an Excel file. It's going to open in Office 2013 or Office 365 if you have that on your computer, or Office 2016. Notice right now, I don't want to get involved in making changes to this Excel spreadsheet because we're in read only. To go ahead and File, Save As, and put it in that folder we just made is the best place to go, because now I've got my exploring file and I've got the raw file right there in my folder to work with, and it's ready. I'm going to make another copy. My purpose of making another copy is to File, Save As again with my last name. I do this with my last name first and an underscore. And the reason why I do this is if I make a mistake, I can always go back to this Explorer file, whether I have internet access or not. I have the raw file on my computer ready to work with. And I advise you to do the same. It's totally up to you. So now you know what the file looks like. You'll be using the capstone instructions to make changes to those files. Once you're done and complete and you have saved the completed file to your computer, then you want to upload the completed file right here. You'll browse your computer, and remember we made that folder on our desktop called Excel Chapter 1. We're going to double click that. There's my completed Lewis file. I'll double click that and I'll say upload. The My IT Lab is telling us to wait while your file is being uploaded. Do not walk away from your computer until you do 2 things. 1, you see this green comment that your file has been uploaded, and 2, you click Finish Submit for grading. That is key to have success. And now it tells me, yes, Lewis, your file has been uploaded successfully, and we'll grade it. It'll take a while for Pearson to grade that, so I'm going to walk away and go back to my course. I still have my end of chapter quiz to complete. I can click on there and start working on my quiz. One of the things you want to realize is when you're working in the simulated environment, you want to find your right answer. You want to scroll down and click that and do each one before you go ahead and go to the next question, which is located down here. So you literally all have to do these vocabulary questions here and click next question to go on. And there are 11 questions in this test bank. And then at the end, you have submit. Okay? So I hope that helps. You have an hour to complete that. That's plenty of time. And I'm sure it'll be a success for you. If you're challenged the first time, there's 2 more attempts allowed, and I'm happy to let you have those. If you need more than that, give me a call and let's work on it together. I hope this has helped you see an overview of ITSW 2334 spreadsheets and how we're going to work each week in the Blackboard and My IT Lab environment. Have a great day.